Welcome to Sports News. 12 boys secondary schools and 6 female secondary schools will get a bye to the state finals of the 2015 GT Bank Lagos State Principals Cup. The planning committee of the football competition for Lagos-based secondary schools says the seeded schools were chosen based on their pedigree in previous GT Bank Lagos State Principals Cup competitions.
Oriwu Senior Model College.
Year after year, the GT Bank Lagos State Principals Cup competition has grown bigger and better.
The boy is doing everything right. It's a great goal.
And the corporate sponsors, GT Bank, isn't resting on its laurels. The bank plans to stage a top-class tournament in the new season.
The dream and the hope for this competition is that we start to, everyone who plays in under 17 and plays for Nigeria will come from this competition. So Principals Cup is an exciting, it's always an exciting time for us when the competition starts. So, but of course, apart from, all the fun and the game, and one of the things that's also important to us as a bank is the discipline, is the legal.
In the 2014-2015 season, the planning committee of the Principals Cup hopes to introduce something different.
This year I think it's very important because we're also planning to resume or to resurrect the academicals. And the academicals is made up of the best students, the best footballers from all the schools that took part in the Principals Cup. So they formed the Lagos State Academicals.
In the new season, it's mandatory for participating schools to parade qualified coaches who've gone through the requisite training. This, the committee chairman explains.
The idea is we need to ensure that there's consistency in the development of football. So we don't have somebody who is a program trying to teach a young boy how to play football or a young man how to play football. That's not correct because you're leading them astray.
GT Bank has kept to its promise of rewarding hard work with checks for various sums of money to victorious teams in the 2013-2014 season.
In the English Premier League, Manchester City manager Manuel Pellegrini says his side were never out of the race for the league title. Pellegrini's rejuvenated citizens have won their last 3 matches in all competitions and travel to the Stadium of Light tomorrow to face a Sunderland team who drew 0-0 with Jose Mourinho's table-topping Chelsea on Saturday. He believes the Premier League champions did not need to change their style despite a frustrating start to the season. And Brazil legend Pelé has left intensive care as he continues to recover from a urinary infection. Pelé's condition will be assessed again by doctors tomorrow. A statement from the hospital said the 74-year-old is doing well without medical complications. The 3-time World Cup winner was admitted to Sao Paulo's Albert Einstein Hospital on November the 24th. Well, that's it on Sports News. Back to Sulaiman with the rest of the news at 10.
Well, on the foreign scene, Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has replaced his interior minister and police chief after Somalia's al-Shabaab militants massacred 36 Christians in the Kenyan city of Mandera. Temitope Fagbemi tells us more on this and other news headlines.
Kenya's police chief David Kimayo resigned while Interior Minister Ole Lenku was dismissed. Reports say al-Shabaab militants attacked workers at an excavation site, separated Christians from Muslims, and then shot the non-Muslims dead. 4 of the victims were beheaded. Following the attacks, the president asked Kenyans to unite, saying, quote, "We will not flinch in the war against terrorists."
We will not flinch or relent in the war against terrorism in our country and our region. We shall continue to inflict painful casualties on these terrorists until we secure our country and region.
Meanwhile, as part of his anti-terror efforts, Lebanese security forces have detained a wife and son of Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi near the border with Syria. The pair, whose names were not given, were picked up by military intelligence after entering Lebanon 10 days ago. Finally, as protests continue in the United States over a grand jury's decision not to indict a white police officer who killed an unarmed black teenager, the U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder has announced plans to help end racial profiling once and for all. Mr. Holder said this in Atlanta at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Martin Luther King once preached. And those are some of the top stories making the rounds.
Well, on the main news again, an indefinite 24-hour curfew has been imposed on Damaturu as the military has begun to round up some suspected Boko Haram members after Monday's attack on the Yobe state capital by the sect members. Former World Bank Vice President for Africa, Mrs. Obi Ezekwesili, has advised Nigeria to adopt prudent management of the nation's finances in the face of declining crude oil prices. And Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has relieved his Interior Minister and Police Chief of their jobs and declared all-out war on Al-Shabaab following the killing of 36 workers at a quarry near the Somali border. That's the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for watching.